Settle down. Settle down, Howler. Settle down. You are not... You're not over the line just yet. Settle. Settle, my friend. Settle. Long time to go. Long time to go. You're way off. But... oh my. Now... remember back we had that little update. Was it not long after the draft? Yeah. And that you had narrowed down possible sites. Maybe about, what, 6 to 12 sites? Narrowed down. We came back. We did a lot down there. And then, of course, there's that sort of loose deadline of Winter Classic Day in 2024. And probably it won't be until after that we will next do one of these, Howler, to update on the situation. But lo and behold, here we are. And possibly for the first time in this saga, there is something for Coyotes fans to celebrate. But like I say, do not pop the soda corks just yet, Howler. It's a long way to go in this lengthy process. Okay, so the Arizona Coyotes it was August the 9th, released this statement. I'm going to read it out to you. So in this statement, it was the following. We can confirm that Coyotes owner, chairman and governor Alex Marino has executed a letter of intent to purchase a parcel of land located in Messa, Arizona, to be the potential site for a sports arena and entertainment district for the club. The Coyotes remain committed to building the first privately funded sports facility in Arizona history and ensuring the valley as the club's permanent home. In addition to this property in Mesa, the club will continue to explore other potential sites in the East Valley. I'll carry the full story that we'll talk about it, Howler. So it continues. We appreciate the tremendous support that we have received from many communities, elected officials and community leaders who have expressed their desire to see the Coyotes remain in the valley permanently. We would also like to thank NHL Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner for their steadfast support of the club's efforts to find a permanent and arena solution and for their recognition that Arizona is a tremendous hockey market. So there you go. So, an interesting turn of events. So, that's good, shouldn't it? That should be considered something good. And yes, rightly, Hannah started at the show started a little dance. Yeah, but the wording though makes me think. Well, hang on a minute. It's a letter of intent. So, all that's been outlined here is the Coyotes have an intent to build in Mesa. But, as I've learned with what's been going on with the A's, that doesn't mean that site is definitely locked in and secure. I think if I've learned anything from what's going on with the A's is until a shovel is in the ground, you can't be certain that site is guaranteed. But it is good news, because it shows that that work is growing at a fast pace to keep the Coyotes in Arizona. Because let's not forget, the moment the Desert Dogs lost their referendum back in May, there was literally the relocation rumour mill started to kick in, and all were the candidates for that brought into question. But they haven't looked at relocation. It hasn't come to that, and it probably might not come to that now. following this latest development with regards to Messa. But yes, so it's promising. And also the fact that they've got the support of the AHL just shows that I'm now starting to change my tune. I'm starting now to think that this might not be the farewell tour for the Arizona Coyotes this season. It might not be after all. Because I have been saying ever since you lost your friend, I've been saying that by the end of the season, you have got to give us something concrete. Otherwise, I'm sorry, but the button has to be pressed and you have to start looking at relocation. That's what I've been saying. But I kind of feel now, with this statement, I kind of now feel I'm in a position, well, to change my position to actually think, well, hang on, maybe there is a lifeline for the Coyotes after all, and it could be Messa. I think Messa might be the next prime candidate that the Coyotes will focus on, but I think the one thing that they've learned from the referendum with Tempe is do not put all your eggs into one basket. Because literally the team was just focused on Tempe and nothing else, because they weren't prepared for what happened if Tempe voted no, which Tempe did. So I think it is pointed out in the statement as well that while they have this letter of intent to purchase a parcel of land in Messa, they have also said they do remain. They have said in addition to the property in Messa, the club will continue to explore other potential sites in the East Valley. So that to me, straight away from that statement line there in the statement, Howler, that to me straight away just shows that they've learned from the mistakes with Tempe, and that is to not put all your eggs into one basket. You have to also think of possible alternatives, so that if plan A fails, you can then immediately move on to plan B, which is what the Coyotes did not do in that referendum. So, because let's face it, Tempe's dead. Tempe is dead. You can't have Tempe. You've now got to look elsewhere. Messa might be the way to go. We haven't really got anything more on that. It's just this statement, and that's about it. There's not many further comments or developments, so I think we'll just wait and see further. But it is now sounding more promising that the Coyotes aren't going to be relocating after all, which is good because I don't want to lose you, Howler, and I certainly don't want any more new markets to come in. I mean, we've got 32. That's enough. All right, that's enough. If Salt Lake wants a team, then I hear Carolina's looking for a new AHL affiliate, so put one there. Although, given how well Carolina have treated their affiliates over the years, Howler. But but if Salt Lake wants to get hockey, then no, we're full. Yeah, no more room in the AHL. We're full. We've got enough as it is. And the AHL's also full as well, because the AHL's also got 32 as well. But the difference between AHL and the AHL is in the AHL you play everybody at least once in everyone's barn. Yep, so. I know how the AHL works differently. You don't play everybody in the league. You only play teams that are close to you geographically. Yep. But so this has been fun. So this for me feels good because I've been ever since you lost the referendum. I mean, I've been on the position of wow. Clock's now ticking for Arizona. If you haven't got anything done by the end of this next upcoming season, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to press the button and you're gonna have to relocate. But now, for me, I'm now in a position. I don't know if everybody else is Fowler, but I kind of feel like I'm now in a position to change my tone and my position, and that is to actually go, well, actually, hang on, maybe there is now a possibility that the Coyotes are safe, and we will still have the Desert Dogs in the league. And it possibly could be Messa. It could be Messa. I think Messa probably, look, based on this, I think Messa is going to be the prime candidate, but all their efforts aren't being fully put into Messa. They're also going to look at all the various other sites that they've probably got shortlisted, and probably think it through. But here's the situation now. If you can secure this site in Messa, or any other site in the East Valley, then you're probably not going to see the Coyotes move into that new arena until probably 26, 27. Because we got, yeah, I know. You're probably going to have to do the full 4 years in mullet, which isn't that how long uni is in America? 4 years. Because technically you are playing on a college ground. You're in a college campus at the moment, Howler. So, yeah, so standard union, and you can graduate into Messa, or wherever it is in East Valley. Because if you go back to when that deal was struck to put the Coyotes in mullet, the original intent was it was going to be at least 3 years, which of course began this season. So this season gone was year 1, 22-23, that was year 1. This upcoming season, so 23-24, that is technically year 2. And then year 3 would have been 24-25. And ideally, that would have been the final year in the bullet. But that timetable was worked on the fact that Tempe is going to be round the corner. Yeah, that's the idea. That timeline was built with Tempe in mind, because the Coyotes were so confident, and the AHL itself was so confident that, oh, they'll get Tempe. They'll be able to sway Tempe. They'll get the Tempe. Well, as we saw the next result, it was an overwhelming no on all 3 propositions. So Tempe is now dead. You're not having Tempe. Tempe's dead. You're not having that. So if you were to begin ground, say the summer of next year, so summer 24, it probably would take at least maybe 2 years to get it complete, maybe 3. Oh no, it could be an extra year, won't it? Oh no. 3. So you're probably going to have to use that extra year, Howler, because the agreement was 3, with the possibility to extend it to a 4th, should they need it, if anything went wrong in constructive agreement in Tempe. Well, given how Tempe's gone, that's dead, you're probably going to have to play that 4th year. So that would be the 25-26 season, which will be my 35th and your 30th. Yep. Yeah. So if the Coyotes was to reach agreement in a site in East Valley and get shoveled into the ground, then you're probably looking at maybe the 26-27 season, the earliest that the Coyotes can move into a proper AHL facility. That best given. Oh god. Yeah, you're gonna have to do the 4 years, Howler. You have to do the full stretch, because you lost this year to make up ground because you put all your eggs in Tempe. If you get something in this season concrete and signed, sealed, and delivered and shoveled to the ground, it's probably gonna take at least 2 years to build. So you're probably going to be stuck being in Tempe. Not Tempe. You're going to be stuck in the mullet, I should say. Sorry, not Tempe. You're going to be stuck in the mullet for at least the full 4 years. That's the way I see it. I really do. I don't see any way that you get out of mullet before 25, 26. I think you're going to be stuck in that. You're going to have to do the full 4 years. Which is not bad. Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not. I know. It's not ideal. No, it's not. It's not ideal. Because the mullet arena is even smaller than your typical AHL arena. It doesn't even meet those standards. It's not ideal. And I'm sure, Hal, that you would love to put your hat into the ring to get some events. You probably would like a draft, maybe, or an all-star weekend. But, of course, you can't really do any of those while you're in the mullet. But, yeah, so... Yeah. But... We are getting closer now, however. There is now a light at the end of the tunnel. Hard to believe, but there is now possibly a way forward for the Coyotes to get something in East Valley, stay in Arizona, and squash all the noise regarding relocation. Because I don't want to see relocation. I think we have now got 32 strong, stable markets. The last thing we need is to move one out just because we didn't give them the chance to try and sort it out themselves first. And then it just... Nah. So, no. I just don't... Nah. My soft spot's got nothing to do with it for you, Hal. I'm just saying we've got 32 stable markets. We don't need to cause disruption in the league when we've got this perfect stability, which could easily last the rest of my lifetime. And I've been saying the last 2 seasons now, you can wait until I'm gone and then you can expand again. No more expansions, no more! It's enough! It's enough! I mean, just no more. Yeah, but we're in this perfect, right now, the NHL. We're kind of in this perfect era of stability. I know, given your situation, it's not, you probably wouldn't think that, but we are in a perfect period of stability. And so the longer we can keep that going, the better. Okay, parity's crap. Yeah, you agree to that. The parity is crap, but at the end of the day, we have got a stable 32 lead. Let's keep it that way. So yeah. So in all, it's a start. It's something promising, but like I would say to Hal at the start of the show, to anyone in Arizona, I would not pop those soda bottles just yet, because there's still a long way to go. And I'm not going to try and say when we're probably going to next meet up with this again, Hannah, because, you know, it just keeps literally... This story just keeps birthing every single day. It's just a constant birthing story. You just think, when is there going to be something new come out? And it comes when you least expect it. But hey, it's a positive start. Okay, there is promise that you could get something. We'll just want to see, can you deliver on it? Okay, so thank you for joining today's show. If you loved it, do click the like button. If not subscribed, check the subscribe button, which I'll subscribe to this. When you call go about those odd to report vids, you can read about it. Go to my fish and time. Don't forget to subscribe to the Short Podcast, the podcast the end of the season. Until next time, from Howler, and for me, all that says, I'll leave you now.